Congress appears ready to dump an 80-year-old agency that helps Americans sell products to foreign countries. The authorization for the Import-Export Bank, which actually makes money for the U.S., is set to expire next week. Arise News Washington Bureau Chief Leila McDowell joins us now from D.C. with an update on this issue. I understand the authorization expires on Tuesday. Why is Congress balking at reauthorizing it?
Well, that's exactly right. It looks like the Export-Import Bank will die on Tuesday from neglect, and that's because all House Republicans had to do who oppose this bank and vehemently oppose it is not authorize a vote for it today when they go on recess, and they didn't. So at least temporarily, that bank will be gone. Republicans oppose it, Andrew, as you know, because they say it's crony capitalism. They don't like the fact that taxpayers have to bail out the bank, if there is any default on those loans that it makes to businesses. But what the bank says is, look, there's less than a 0.02% default rate with the bank, and it really helps America be competitive and save jobs. Everything from the National Association of Manufacturers to the Chamber of Commerce are really fighting hard to save this bank and hope that this will be a temporary lapse.
Yeah, and the bank basically backstops the loans from other foreign governments. This bank makes money for the United States. And this is a case where a certain wing of the Republican Party really is going up against their biggest supporters, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And it's specifically harmful to our defense industry.
Well, that's right. Defense industry are the largest. The defense industry is actually the largest recipient of the loans, but it's critical for these small businesses. You take a small business like ProGauge, which makes oil equipment, and they depend 70% of their profits depends on these loans that they're able to get from the Export-Import Bank when they are bidding for projects, because they can't get loans from regular banks. And they say it's going to be devastating for them and it's going to cause job losses.
Okay, so we have until next week. What are they saying in Congress? Is there any chance they'll get reauthorized by next week or afterwards?
Well, afterwards, yes. There's a huge lobbying campaign, a fierce lobbying campaign by both small business and large business and those big organizations like the Chamber of Commerce and National Association of Manufacturers to save it. But June 29th is when, Congress goes on recess. And when that happens, if there's no vote to reauthorize it, it's a done deal. And what I'm hearing is that House Republicans are really adamantly pushing for there not to be a vote. And so it's looking like it may die.
Okay, Leila McDowell in Washington, D.C. Have a nice weekend.
You too.